Well, hi everyone. I thought instead of writing you a story today, I'll tell you one. And I did post this, but it's a neat story about two supernatural doors. The first one that happened was when I flew into Sydney Airport last year. I fly in and out of Sydney a lot, so I know Sydney Airport very well, like I know Atlanta. Anyway, I flew into Sydney and I had three cases. Two cases were full of books and CDs. Now, when you go through the security sometimes with books and CDs, they stop and ask you a lot of questions because, for one thing, they think you're in a weird cult because you've got books about the supernatural, and they say, well, we want to sell our own CDs. So they don't understand it goes with your workshop. Anyway, so I had got into the baggage claim and I had my three suitcases and didn't really want to go through this thing with the customs, not the customs, the security. So I kind of stood there. I said to the Lord, I was kind of complaining. I said, Lord, I don't want to really go through the security with these three cases because they're going to ask me all kinds of questions. So the next minute, this nice lady came up to me in a uniform and she said to me, let me see your customs declaration. So I handed her the white slip of paper and she looked at it, put this great big red line through it. And I thought, oh my gosh, she's mad, she looks mad and they're going to get me now. So she said to me, go take your stuff and go through that door in the corner over there. Well, like I said, I know Sydney Airport, and to my knowledge, I'd never seen a door in the corner. But anyway, I took my trolley cart with the cases. I walked over to the corner. I went through the door expecting to find somebody waiting for me and, going to interrogate me about my three cases. But when I went through the door, I was in the main terminal. Couldn't believe it. I bypassed all that security. So the next week, I flew to New Zealand because I always go to New Zealand. And when I flew back from New Zealand, I still had three cases because they make CDs for me in New Zealand. So I flew back into the same international baggage claim. And I was so happy because I knew what to do. I was going to get my stuff and get my cart, and I was going to go over to the corner and go through that door, and I would be in the main terminal. So I put my baggage on the cart and, started to walk towards the corner where the door was. And guess what? When I got there, there was no door. So I like, oh my gosh, I was a little ticked off because there was a door there the 2 weeks before. Anyway, I was forced to get in this huge, huge line to go through the security. It was like half a mile long when all the flights arrived at the same time. So I kind of was grumbling to the Lord. I said to the Lord, that's not fair, really, because you put doors there and then you take them away again, And so I just stood there, a little bit sulky. And then this man walked up to me. He said, you and you. He put me and this other lady out of this huge line. I didn't know who the other lady was. She just was standing there. So she looked at me. He said, you and you go out that door there. And he pointed to a door in front of us. So we took our carts. We went through the door. Guess what? We were in the same main terminal. And we bypassed all that security mess. So when I got out, I mused over a little bit like, you put a door and you take the door away and then there's another door. And the Lord said to me, Kathy, I am the door and I can do what I like. But I thought afterwards, well, that's true, he is the door. But guess what that means? He can make a door where there isn't a door, and he can make a way where there isn't a way. He can make a key where there is no key. So you don't have to be stuck just because you can't see something in front of you. He can find the door and he can show you the door. Anyway, I'll tell you about my other supernatural door because it involves a picture another time. And I'm just going to have Joanne come and we're going to tell you about my new Angels book. Joanne?
Okay.
Who's going to stay with me?
Okay.
Yeah, Joanne's put all my angel stories together in one book. And she's just cleaning it up for me.
Well, what we did was we I went through all of Kathy's articles that I could find on the internet and in her computer, because a lot of things are in her computer that are not necessarily on the internet. And I compiled it all into a book about its revelation of angels, but we haven't exactly given it a title yet. We're right now going through it, making sure we haven't got any duplications. But it's all of the articles and all of the encounters that not only Kathy has had, but that others that have been close to her, the encounters they have had with angels, to just let you know the reality of the realm of the supernatural and the reality of the activity of the angels. So you can look for that in a couple of weeks. We're really excited about it, and we think you're just really going to enjoy it.
Yeah, the angels do minister to you all the time, and they minister with you in your ministry. So that's for everybody. You know, it's you don't have to qualify for your inheritance. I'm always saying that. So we'll keep you posted about the book, and let me know if you enjoyed this, if you enjoyed this little video, because then if you did, I'll make some more. Okay, bless you. Love you. God bless you.
Bye-bye.
I'm off to Chicago this weekend.